Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Join me in walking down the Hall of Champions from the Battle in the Bay Classic at the California Tennis Club. We are in our 14th year of hosting the most elite college players in the nation and having them come here to the Bay Area to battle it out. All right, guys, so I'm going to bring you into the Battle in the Bay tournament. We're going to talk to players, coaches, ball kids, the people in charge, the people that make this event happen, some of the members, and see what their thoughts are and really what makes the Battle in the Bay Classic at the California Tennis Club so special. All right, stay tuned. Longtime Cal Club member Barbara Bonini in the house. So you've been a member here for over 50 years. I see your face on some pictures here. You were a child tennis prodigy. How do you feel about seeing these kids out here now?
Actually, I'm very honored. I'm very humbled to see these kids out here. They're doing a great job. First thing I feel very deeply is I see a lot of kids playing tennis, and I'm just very happy. As a teacher, as a spectator, a tennis player, these kids are out there hitting the ball very well. The first thing that I do see, I like the sportsmanship that I see. It's at a very high level in deep competition. They're giving it their all, and that's all you can ask. And I have enjoyed every minute of this. I'm so happy I'm here.
How has tennis changed since you were out there till now?
All right, I think it's a great sport. I will say, in former days, it was a great sport. What I see has changed. The equipment's changed. It's modernized. The rackets are different. Balls are different. There's great conditioning, great coaching for people. But I think the most important thing is you play tennis with heart. In the olden days, they played tennis with heart. I saw great heart these last 2 days, and I think it will continue.
I know that you go to the wall in the marina every morning, and you don't leave the wall until you swing 100 forehands and 100 backhands, and you try to beat down that wall. Do you still do that?
I do. Have to tell you the truth first. I haven't beaten the wall yet. I try to beat it down. I do the 100 forehands and the 100 backhands because I think they're finding in tennis it's also eye training besides the coordination we say of making impact. It's how much the eye can really deeply work for you, and it works. I think if you've got nothing better to do, find a wall and start swinging away.
How many years have you been doing that? Maybe I shouldn't answer that. Maybe I shouldn't ask that.
No. Lots of years. I enjoy it very much, and I just want a lot more years to do it.
All right. Thank you so much, Barbara.
Thank you. You're a love. You've always been so great.
All right. So I have the assistant head coach, University of San Diego, men's tennis.
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
Alex. My name's Alex Funkhauser.
All right. How many years have you been assistant coach there?
So I finished my first year going on number 2.
Wow. How was your first year?
It was successful. We had a young team, a lot of encouragement, young feisty guys. So looking forward to season number 2.
All right. Were you a player at San Diego before?
I was not. I went to Old Dominion University.
Oh, wow. Long ways away. What brought you to San Diego?
Just my opportunity to coach the Toreros. I came from Cornell, spent 4 years at Cornell in the Ivy League, and got an opportunity to come out west, and first time on the West Coast, get to experience it.
Oh, that's beautiful. So how's it feel becoming a coach versus playing?
There's just a different element to it. In some ways it's a way of giving back to the game and something that, you've grown up doing and giving back to, teach this impressionable age of individual. And, it's exciting. You can kind of keep the competitive juices flowing a little bit when you feel like you're limited as a player.
Would you rather play or coach?
Right now, coaching. It's a lot of fun, and my limitations got exposed as a player a little bit, so it's good to be out there and like I said, keep the competitiveness alive.
What do you think of this Battle in the Bay tournament?
It's great. I think they do a really good job of creating a professional environment for these collegiate athletes. Obviously, it's still an amateur part of demographic of the game, but creating a professional environment for these kids who are trying to cement themselves at the next level.
Have you been to a tournament like this before in this type of environment?
Not so much to this degree. I think they've done a great job creating the professionalism and just a lot of hospitality for these players. It's been second to none. So we're all fortunate to be here and a part of it.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Alex.
Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
What is your name?
Kashana Jones.
Kashana Jones, official trainer of the Battle in the Bay, who works for USF. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. So we're in day 3 of the tournament now. Any major injuries or ailments?
No, not too bad. It's day 3, so everybody's a little bit more sore, but I haven't seen any major injuries, which is always good. That's a good thing for us when everybody's pretty healthy.
So what do you typically, what are the normal things that are not major that you have to work on?
Typically, overhead, so their shoulders get really sore, or their biceps or triceps get sore. Sometimes their lower back may be a little tight if, they've been playing a lot, but that's pretty much it. So if you can keep electrolytes in them, keep them rested, do a little soft tissue, then they're pretty good to keep going.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Club member Eli Weiss here. Eli, how's it going?
It's going great. Had a great day out here today.
Do you enjoy the Battle in the Bay Classic?
Yes. Yeah, it's an amazing event. Best players from all over the country. Just been a real great experience all around.
So you've been here since the inception. How has it grown?
Oh, just every year it seems to get better and better. The quality of the players, just an amazing job pulling the event together. The club does a great job. Every year it's just better and better.
You were a player yourself. Would you have wanted to play in a tournament like this?
No. I would have wanted to, but I would have been embarrassed. My abilities would not have stacked up. I mean, these are the elite college players of throughout the United States, and many of the best players in the world at this level. So I would have dreamed of being able to compete at that level, but no, I would have probably been embarrassed had I actually played.
I remember when you first joined, you could have competed.
All right. Well, that's nice of you. Thank you, Harry. It's been a long time.
All right. Thank you, Eli.
Okay. Thank you.
Ready? All right. Longtime member Arnold Robert here. What do you think of the Battle in the Bay Classic?
Getting better every year. Every year. It's getting more and more talent.
What do you enjoy about it?
The talent. And Renee. No, the talent. It's just a nice event. It's good for the tennis club. Brings a lot of people here and gives us a lot of,
High-level tennis?
high level, very high level tennis.
Good. Is that what you enjoy the most?
Of course.
Okay. Is there anything else you enjoy about it?
I enjoy seeing people I haven't seen for a long time and visiting, having old acquaintances renew them, and so it's okay.
Okay. All right. That's Arnold Robert.
I know.
All right. So I got the new assistant men's coach for the USF Dawn men's, Mitch here. Congratulations on your new position.
Thanks a lot, Harry. Yeah, really excited to be helping out with the Dons this year and hopefully more in the future.
All right, so you played in this tournament, and now you are coaching in this tournament. Tell me what the difference is.
Yeah, it's really cool being on the other side of it now. So I played for USF in the past. I graduated a couple years ago, and now I'm kind of getting to see everything from the coaching side, different perspective. It's fun to be on the court coaching the guys. I get to kind of, use the experience I had when I was playing on the court as a Don and get to, give that so-called expertise to them now. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and being side by side with JT is a great experience for me.
So what is the main difference between like you doing the actual work versus you trying to, get a player's head straight?
Well, now I don't actually have to do the physical work. They get to do that on the court, so I don't have to trouble with the cramping or the hydrating before matches. I just get to tell them how to do it, which I tried to do my best when I played. But now, as I said, it's a little easier being on the other side of it, where I just get to tell them what to do rather than having to actually do it myself. But yeah, as I said, being on the court with them is a lot of fun, and trying to give whatever experience I had from when I was playing and trying to pass it along to them is what I'm trying to do my best at.
Would you rather play or coach?
Watching the play does make me miss it a lot, but I don't miss how much it made me hurt after the matches, so I think I'm enjoying the coaching a little more currently. I'm sure I'll miss it as we get deeper and deeper into the tournament, but I'm enjoying coaching a lot right now. Yeah.
All right. Congratulations, Coach Mitch, and good luck.
Thanks a lot, Harry. See you guys.
All right. USF in the house. What's your name, buddy?
Davide.
Davide. How was your experience here at the Battle in the Bay Open?
It was a great experience, like as a player, seeing other players, like their level, trying to take some tips from them, understand like what they do better than yourself was a great experience.
How did you do?
I didn't play.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I learned a lot. I can say that. So our team, like I had 2 players playing the tournament. Unfortunately, they lost at the first round. But we had like many extra matches where like we could practice, and like we're gonna do better next time.
So you're gonna play next year?
I hope so.
All right, let's root for Davide for playing next year in the Battle in the Bay Classic. All right, I got assistant coach, Baylor Bears, men's tennis. What's your name, sir?
Isak van der Merwe.
How many years have you been coach over there?
This is my 6th season.
How many seasons or how many years have you come to the Battle in the Bay Classic?
This is our first year out here, and we've had a lot of fun. I mean, won some matches, lost some matches, but it's a great event, and really, really cool to be a part of it.
What's the one thing that surprises you about this event since it's your first year?
I mean, first of all, this might be a little cliched, but just the way that they run the event, like the food, the housing, just the day-to-day, it's just such a smooth operation, and you could see that you guys have been running it for a long time, and everything just works. And, besides the great level of the tennis, I would say those are the things that kind of surprise me, how well the tournament's organized and how well they treat the players. And it seems like they're really having a lot of fun, the members, and watching us play. And so it makes it fun for the players to be here as well.
What took you 13, 14 years to get here?
I don't know. I don't know if the invite got lost in the mail, but we're really happy to be here and hope that we can come back next year as well.
How many players did you bring this year?
2 players.
How did they do?
We went into the Constellations, and one guy lost in the semi-final of Constellation, and the other one lost in the second round of Constellation. So we lost first rounds, and but we can only go up from here.
Did you get to see San Francisco very much?
The good thing about this tournament is like we're right here downtown, and just walking from here to the hotel. I mean, you get to see a lot of San Francisco, and also we had a very nice housing that kind of drove us around the city a little bit and showed us the Golden Gate Bridge, and so we did get to see a little bit of it, so that was nice.
Will we see you next year?
Absolutely. If we get the invite, we're coming.
All right, so I got the person in charge of the ball kids, Fern Ruth, and I believe this is your 14th year of doing this?
14 long years, yes indeed, but it's been fun.
Seemed like yesterday.
It does seem like yesterday, but each year, I get to meet a lot of different kids, and it's super cool to watch them out there and have a good time.
So what's the secret to getting them ready?
Secret to getting them ready? Well, most of them are tennis players, obviously, so they already understand the game, so it's pretty simple to just show them what they're supposed to do. And the younger ones, we send an older kid out for their first shift and make sure they know what they're doing, and then we let them go.
What's the youngest kid you ever had?
8.
Okay, that makes sense. What's the oldest kid you ever had?
Probably me at 63.
Thank you for keeping it going. We appreciate you.
Oh, thanks, Harry.
All right, so I have Devin, head coach, TCU Horned Frogs. Welcome to Battle in the Bay.
Assistant coach, but thank
sorry.
you. That's all right. Thank you very much. I love it. I love it here. This is it's like 7th year in a row coming. I'll always look forward to it. It's just awesome. It's just amazing tournament, amazing people. It's I don't know what else to say. This is the best tournament of the year for us.
The kids look forward to coming here?
Yeah, we only can bring 4, so it's always a little bit of a fight to who gets those 4 spots, and the same ones have been coming back, and they know we have a host family here that we've known now for 7 years, and relationships are keep growing, and it's like we come back and it's just like home away from home for us.
So what's the secret in constantly recruiting a great team?
Well, you want your players to be successful, and that's what everybody sees from the outside is if they're playing well and they're winning and the team is functioning well and they're having success, particularly if they're doing well after college. That's a big incentive, and people see that and they think, okay, some good things are going on at TCU, and that brings the next group of players coming in that also want to do the same thing. And so it is a little bit of momentum. It is tough sometimes to get it started, but once you get it rolling, you can really kind of capitalize on that momentum and keep going and bring in the new guys in, and you have good mentors. The older ones are still in tennis, and some of them are on the tour, and they can kind of help you out as far as your brand and things. So we've been really fortunate this last 5 or 6 years because we've had a lot of success. Fortunately, our players have had a lot of success, and therefore it makes us look good.
Any advice for aspiring high school kids that want to be a Horned Frog?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's you're gonna have to be good academically. We use, for us, it's if we can get a little bit of help from academic aid, that helps a ton. So if a player's kind of borderline, if he's looking for a scholarship and he can be outstanding in the classroom, that can move the meter for us quite a bit. And then he has to be a good tennis player, and there's a part of it that's kind of has a little business feel to it where you have to you have to be able to compete at a very high level, and it's a very elite group of players that can do that. And so we're looking for them, and we're looking for players that we believe can reach that. So there's definitely room for players that are on the come up, and we want to see that, and so I think it has a lot to do with their level. It has a lot to do with their schooling, and then also, do we think they're good teammates? Are they going to be good people to be around? And we want to surround ourselves with those type of individuals that it's not just about winning tennis matches, more than that.
So study hard, play hard, and be a nice guy.
Be a nice guy, I would say, is probably number one. Yes.
All right, I got Dr. Ed Diao.
Pleasure to be with you.
Doctor, it says you're a volunteer.
Yes.
Are you a volunteer doctor this week?
No, I'm just an ordinary citizen and fanboy to all of the men and women who are great collegiate scholar athletes, and I'm delighted our club has been doing this now 14 years in a row, and we've been hosting some of these athletes for the whole 14 years, and Teresa and I are really happy to do it.
All right. What is it about this tournament that makes it so great?
Well, I think the athletes get something out of it, but certainly the club members and their guests get something out of it. It's such a festive atmosphere, and, young people who are trying to, improve their tennis, old people like me who still fantasize that we can improve in our tennis. It's very motivating, and the athletes are very appreciative, and the club does an unbelievable job in terms of sponsoring them, providing food, supporting them. So I hear out there that this is a coveted festival for tennis.
Yeah, the kids really want to come. It's something that they look forward to coming, and they're disappointed when they don't.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it is that, you know, they like having their rackets strung by you. Let's put it where it belongs, okay?
I think they like the food.
Yeah, food's not bad, you know.
3 squares a day.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
And good stuff, too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad the weather held up. You know, we had a little bit of a smoky thing on Wednesday, but it's been perfect weather. And, you know, we're looking forward to the evening, our exhibition, and then the finals tomorrow.
Who are you housing this year?
We're housing the University of Florida men. There are 2 athletes that we're housing.
Got it. All right. Well, thank you for, volunteering. Thank you for your efforts, and thank you for your support of the Battle in the Bay Classic.
Yeah, it's our pleasure, and we just hope it continues to grow and get better, which it has been.
Got Chris Donahoe here, member, and big fan of Battle in the Bay Classic. So what is it about the Battle in the Bay Classic that excites you?
Well, a few things, Harry. First, the level of tennis, it's amazing. It's such high level. And as a guy on a tennis journey, to sort of try to take what you see and incorporate it into your game, at least some of it, little bits, is amazing to watch high-level tennis. And I love how it's so great for the community of the club. It brings everyone together. Everyone's excited. And I just love community. That's what I love about the Cal Club. I love the people. I love the tennis. It's kind of got all my favorite things in it.
Nice. So watching this high-level tennis kind of inspires us to play and inspires us to play better, right?
Absolutely. You know, you look at the basics of tennis. It's about movement. It's about the fundamentals. And so I look at it and I say, you know, every one of these guys split steps. They split step and they turn before they do anything, right? So I'm thinking, okay, first thing I do, split step, turn, then move. Load, lower, longer. Those are my 3 L's of tennis. You got to load, you got to stay low, and you got to stay lower, longer every time you hit a shot. I'm working on all those things all the time, and they do it every time they hit the ball. It's amazing.
Oh, that's great. So watching the great tennis is your favorite part of the tournament?
I would say yes. It's such high level, and even though my game is never going to look like that, but it's inspiring me to aspire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, inspires me to aspire to be better. There you go.
There you go. Thank you, Chris Donahoe.
You're welcome. Thank you, Harry.
All right. All right, so I got the voice of the Battle in the Bay Classic Tournament here at the California Tennis Club. Name is Chris. 14 years. Welcome back, Chris.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
So how's it feel to be in this for 14 years and to probably keep coming back, right?
Yeah, I mean, the team is amazing. Everyone's so friendly. Like, I love being here. It's always the warmest atmosphere. Everyone compliments me, and I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I don't need all of this. I don't deserve all of this, right? But I love it.
What's the hardest part of your job?
I would say, even though I've been doing it 14 years, I get nervous every time. Every announcement I make, I'm always a little bit nervous. And I think that means that I really like it and I really want it to be good. So that's kind of, I'd say those nerves are kind of hard, but it's not a hard job because I just care and love it so much.
Right. You sound so confident over the air. And then you seem to choose like the best music. How do you choose your music?
That's a good question. I used to do this back when I was a student at USF. So I was doing music, PA announcing for baseball and for soccer, volleyball, right? So I guess I just try to pick songs that I think will make people kind of groove a little bit and that are a little bit more mainstream. But I still go back to like classics, oldies, 80s, 90s, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I love your music selection. I'm like, oh, I'm always moving around to it.
Yeah, I love that. I love getting people to head bob a little bit,
Well, thank you, and we'll see you in year 15.
Absolutely, of course. How could I miss this? Come on.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
My pleasure.
All right, University of Illinois in the house. What's your name, sir?
Alex Petrov.
Alex Petrov. What racket do you play with?
Yonex Pro VCore 97.
H.
H.
And you add lead to it too.
I do, yeah. Yeah, I have some on the sides there and a little bit at the top of the throat.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I got a little bit on the sides there and just a few pieces of lead tape on the top of the throat there. Yeah.
So you like it heavy?
I prefer it heavy, yeah. My rackets are definitely on the heavier side, yeah.
And what string do you use?
Polytour Strike, 125.
125. Yep. Tension?
55 mains, 52 crosses.
So I noticed that a lot of people are doing lighter on the crosses. Why do you do that?
Honestly, it's been something I've been told to do since I was a little kid. I don't know why, but I hear it's better for the string, so I've been doing it ever since. But it's what I've been told by my coaches, so I'll listen.
Does everybody else on your team do the same thing?
Most guys that I hear, like over here and eavesdropping, because I try to do that as much as I can, they change their tension a lot, so they also do that. So.
Okay, cool. Do you break your strings? Because this doesn't look broken.
It's not broken, but I do like having fresh rackets for my matches, so I drop them off every Thursday I play.
How many hours do you play before you drop one off?
Usually after a match. I mean, after every match, I try to come in and drop them off, yeah.
So literally every 2 hours?
Yes.
And you notice the differences?
Absolutely. Yeah, especially when it's hot outside. When it's hot, I actually raise my tension because the ball just tends to fly a ton. So, yes, huge difference, definitely.
Nice. Are you playing in the finals tomorrow?
Finals a back draw.
Got it. Cool. All right. Go Illini and go Alex. All right. I got Adam Cahan here and Andy Gerst here. Adam, what do you think of that? What do you think of this tournament so far?
I think it's amazing. Like, the players are just incredible. The footwork, the celebrations is just amazing to watch.
So what you been doing here?
Watching tennis and playing tennis.
And ball kidding.
And ball kidding, yeah.
He's been ball kidding all day long, right?
Yeah.
Well, for 2 days.
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
How many matches have you done so far?
Probably like 9.
9?
In 3 days, yeah.
9 matches?
9 or 10, yeah.
Wow.
We put our ball kids to work, Harry.
That's crazy. Were you nervous the first time?
No, I did last year.
Oh, okay. So he's experienced ball kid. All right. So Coach Gerst, this is your second Battle in the Bay. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got here right before we did it last year. So my first one was last year, and I was just kind of learning the ropes and getting to see it. And then this is the first one where I've been all in, all on board, helping out. So it's been a lot of fun.
So is the second year, since you're more experienced, easier than the first?
Oh, it's different. I was more observing and just helping a little bit. So, I mean, this year I'm one of the tournament directors, so doing a lot of the behind-the-scenes work, and we've been organizing, not just this week, but we've been preparing all year round. So it's been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun too.
All right, so we're into the semifinals. The finals will be tomorrow. Any surprises?
Well, we got 2 Michigan State boys in the finals against each other, which is that was a little bit of a surprise. This is their first time here at the event, and we've got a lot of really, really strong teams here. Obviously, this is the strongest field we've ever had, and so having 2 guys from Michigan State was a surprise, but both of those guys are total ballers, man. They've played unbelievable all tournament long and totally deserve to be there. So maybe a little bit of a surprise for us out here on the West Coast. Maybe not for them, but at least for us, because we haven't gotten to see them play too much. And Connie Ma on the women's side has played unbelievable at Stanford. She's kind of rolled through the bottom half of the women's draw. And then we have UC Santa Barbara's #1 player up top that's worked her way through. She was one of our 5 seeds, and she's played great tennis. So, as far as our singles goes, that's kind of how it all lays out for tomorrow.
Wow. So I'm not going to ask you for your predictions, but I'll definitely ask Adam. Who's going to win on the men's side?
Michigan State.
That's what I thought you were going to say. What about the women's side?
I want Stanford.
Stanford, local. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Ryder Jackson, how you feeling?
Feeling great. How's it going, Harry? How's your evening going?
It's going great, except I'm very disappointed you're not playing.
Oh, I know. I'm also very disappointed. I was looking forward. This is my last year to play, but unfortunately, I'm not enrolled in school right now, so not able to play.
You couldn't just get a PE class?
I should have, but yeah, I didn't need the break from school, to be honest. Just no classes for me for right now.
It is Cal, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I need a break from the rigorous academics for sure. It's a tough school, so yeah, I'm happy to be just not having to deal with that at the moment. Just focusing on tennis.
Will you be hitting the pro circuit?
Yes, gonna start playing some futures soon. The end of this fall, and then when I graduate in May. So.
All right, but you will be playing with Andrew Gudenite, Rajiv Ram, and Tyler Brown.
Yes, quite the crew of people to be playing with. I'm very excited, but yeah, should be great.
Who do you want to be your partner?
I would love to play with Rajiv for sure. I think everyone would. I mean, obviously I want to win, and it'd be great to talk to him, get some insight for me going on the tour in the future. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryder, and good luck in the future.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Have a good one.
All right, I got Godfather Ron here. Godfather Ron, you've been part of the Battle in the Bay Classic since the inception in our 14th year. Man, it's been a hell of a ride. What do you think in our 14th year?
It gets better every year. We have a great buy-in. First off, I want to thank you guys for covering 125 rackets over 3 days for all the players. One thing that puts them at ease is they know they can get their rackets done every night. And thanks to you guys about that. So.
All right. So how do you feel about the event overall, though?
The event, I believe we were smoother this year, and the level of play is deeper than it's ever been. The tournament directors, everybody has a different job, and the guys that arranged for the men's tennis and the women's tennis did a great job recruiting new teams to come. People came from out of the blue. Michigan State came and won the men's, and they were in both finals. They were both finalists. The women, Connie Ma came in. Stanford came for the first year and won that. And then Savannah did a three-peat for Pepperdine. So the level of tennis is really great.
What's your favorite part of the event?
Working together with the tournament directors. We start planning in March, and there's about 6 or 7 of us, Steve Jackson being the team leader, and all the other guys that come in and work on it. We start planning early, and I think the execution of the tournament shows that the planning is good.
All right, so we want to thank you for your part of making this happen year after year and making sure that we have high level of play and high level of a great event in the California Tennis Club at the Battle in the Bay Classic. Thank you, Godfather Ron.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so I got Stanford Cardinal Connie Ma here. Connie, is this your first Battle in the Bay Classic?
Yeah, it is. I've never been here before to this site, but it's super nice, and I'm glad I was able to play this year, yeah.
So you've been a buzzsaw so far during this tournament. What do you think of the courts? What do you think of the place?
No, I mean, it's great. I think the courts are, probably a little slower than the Stanford ones, which is probably nicer. It's a little easier to adjust going from faster to slower than the other way around, and yeah, the courts here are great. The facility is super nice. There's so much seating and just, the fans, the spectators, everyone that's here. It's a great atmosphere. So I'm glad I was able to come and see it for myself. Yeah.
So when I was watching you play, I was admiring how you anticipate where the ball goes before your opponent strikes the ball. How do you do that?
I don't know. Sometimes a bit of luck, I guess. But just kind of paying attention to maybe their stance, or just paying attention to how they hit the ball and where the targets that they like to hit, and kind of just going for the bigger percentage. Usually if a player likes going cross or line off a certain shot, I usually take notice of stuff like that. So, paying attention to the details and stuff like that. Yeah.
You could just say experience.
Yeah, and luck.
So you're going to be in the finals tomorrow. How do you feel about that?
Good. It's good being able to, be back, play in the finals of a tournament. It's been a while since I've even played a singles match since, May NCAAs. That was my last match. But it's exciting, and I'm really enjoying, everyone, meeting people here, and, being able to play in front of, some of the members here, and I've gotten to meet a lot of new people, a lot of new friends. But yeah, I'm excited. Got the doubles finals first, and then we'll see what happens from there. But I've been having a great time out here.
Oh, you're looking good, and everybody's admiring your play out here.
Thank you. No, it's just good to be back. Get some matches in before we kind of start up school and the fall season. So yeah.
Great. Any other tournaments that you're going to be playing? KPSF maybe?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That might be around, the time of like our regionals for college. So maybe not. But I know I got to play it 2 years ago, my freshman year, when it kind of didn't conflict. But I had a great time at the Golden Gate Park when they had newly renovated it. Right. So it was really nice getting to play in the little stadium court over there. That was a great tournament. So maybe if we get the chance, if they don't overlap, but otherwise, I'll be at regionals at Stanford. So yeah.
Got it. Yeah, she's being modest. She won the KPSF 2 years ago and didn't defend last year.
I couldn't. Regionals overlapped with it. So as much as I wanted to, go back out there, I couldn't. Our coach didn't let us.
All right. Well, I hope that it doesn't overlap this year. Yeah. And I wish you luck in the singles and the doubles final.
Thank you so much.
All right. So that's Connie Ma of Stanford University. All right. San Diego tennis in the house. What's your name, sir?
It's Lambert.
Lambert. I hear a slight accent. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Germany, so went all the way here to the States for college tennis.
Oh, nice. What number do you play on your team?
Last season I got some matches in on position number 6 and 5, a couple of them. I got the opportunity to play in the NCAAs as well, so that was very good for me, and I'm now looking to get a fixed position in the lineup, so working for that, yeah.
How did you do here at the Battle in the Bay Classic?
I lost first round in the main draw in 3 sets, pretty tough, but then won 2 rounds in the consolation and lost in the semis in the consolation just now against a guy from Arizona.
So what do you think of the tournament so far?
It's incredible. The side here and the club, I don't think I've ever been in such a beautiful club here. It's very nice, so professional, almost feel like a professional tennis player at a challenger or something like that, so very, very nice.
Did you have a ball kit?
I did, actually, in 2 matches today, so that was very cool, yeah.
How did it feel to actually have somebody picking up your balls for you?
It's good. Like, you don't have to walk all the way to get all the balls, but also it makes the break a little bit shorter because the balls are coming right away, so that was a little different, but it was an experience for sure.
Oh, that's awesome. We're going to come back next year?
I hope so, yeah.
All right, so we want to give a shout out to Lambert's brother. Yeah. His name is Constantine. So, Constantine, thank you for watching my channel. And your brother wanted to tell me that he watches me. So, thank you so much.
Making the right choices for the strings and all that.
Thank you, Lambert.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, board president, California Tennis Club, Sean Chowdhury. Sean, what do you think of this Battle in the Bay Classic?
Well, that's such a great question, Harry. I first of all wish I wish our team came to the Battle of the Bay many years ago. I think it's a phenomenal tennis tournament. It has the top college players from all over the country, and it's been really exciting to see just because college tennis is now a gateway to the professional tennis. So I think this is really a great opportunity for college players to compete at a very high level, but also have an opportunity to win a wild card to a professional tournament. So I give it a 10 out of 10, and I'm sad I never competed in it when I was in college.
I think we might have just missed the threshold for you, right? You graduated right before we started the tournament?
I'm not that old. I graduated in 2015, so nope, the tournament's going on. I think our coaches didn't want to travel to the West Coast, so
then there's no excuse then. Sorry, I didn't mean to say you were like 40 years old.
It's okay.
So do you think you can compete with these guys right now?
No, unfortunately not. I'm in awe of both the men and women players who are truly phenomenal. So it's a joy to watch, and I'm excited for the finals tomorrow.
In 2014 and 15, when you were at Harvard, do you think you could have competed then?
You know what? I would have given my best shot. You know me. I love grinding 10 feet behind the baseline, going for every ball, and never giving me up. That was my style, and I would have done the same thing on these courts.
Dang, I wish I could have seen that. Did they have tournaments like this when you were over there?
You know, we hosted some regional tournaments, but nothing where we had, 14 different schools with the top players with wild card at the very end. I feel like our tournaments, was more mock duel matches. So unfortunately not, but it's been great to see college tennis progress to this next era. And it's become, a lot more pre-professional. So it's been exciting to see.
If you could change anything on, let's say, this tournament or any junior tournament, what would it be?
It's a high bar. I think this tournament does a lot of really great things already. It brings the community together. I love seeing the ball boys here. I love to see how engaged the fans and members are. You know what? The one thing I would change, I would love to add a mixed doubles component here. I think you have so many amazing men's players, so many amazing women's players. I think it'd be fun to have a mixed doubles competition. So that's the only thing I can possibly think of to kind of improve for future years.
Do they have mixed doubles in college?
There was one tournament in Los Angeles that had a mixed doubles component where basically you could play with another player in the same conference as you. And so they had singles for men and women, and they had a mixed doubles component. So I think that could be a fun opportunity. And who knows, maybe the winner could get a wild card into the U.S. Open. Come on, UCA.
Great idea, President Sean. All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
All right. Michigan State in the house. Head coach. What's your name, sir?
My name is your name, Harry.
Oh, Harry and Harry.
Yes, sir. Harry Jaden. I'm the second-year head coach at Michigan State.
Nice. So we had a little Salenko thing in the beginning of this tournament, and we needed some strings.
Yep. Our player Ozan, he's not the best planner. He's a very good player, not the best planner. Ran out of string, and our guy Norm Tam from Salenko overnighted some, and he put Harry Tong on the package, and I thought he spelled my name wrong, so I called him and I said, "Hey man, that's not my name. My name's Harry Jaden, not Harry Tong." And then he kind of said, "I got a relationship with the Cal Club. They know what they're doing over there, and the string will be ready for you." And it was ready, and our rackets have been great all week.
So here's the interesting thing about this string. When I opened up the box, it said Torbite 18.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
When my player texted me that he wanted 18 gauge, I sent him a text back saying, "You mean 16?" And he said, No, I want 18. So he's a different cat, and he marches the beat of his own drum, and same thing with the strings here.
He's sending your stringing bill up a lot. Did you know that?
Yes, and the overnighting from Salenko ain't gonna be cheap either. So we'll have a conversation after the tournament about these expenses we're incurring.
I hope he's worth it.
Yeah, he is. He's a great kid, a great player. Obviously, playing in the finals tomorrow, so definitely made the trip worth it.
Okay, so he goes Salenko Torbite 18 gauge at 45 pounds. I think I've strung 10 for him already.
Yeah, Diva. I'll say it right now, Diva. We'll get on him.
At least he's winning. So tell me, what do you think about this Battle in the Bay Classic?
So I reached out to Coach Sundling of San Francisco because I had heard so many great things about this tournament. And I literally said to him, hey, I know this is one of the best college tournaments in the nation. If we could just get 2 spots, would be forever grateful. And, we're just happy to be here, honestly. This is our first year here. The club is beautiful. The people are amazing. Our host family, the Kodaks, have been great. And the guys are just really having a blast. And I think that's a, hat tip to you and the whole club because, it's a world-class event and really is a special part of the college season.
Oh, thank you so much. And good luck tomorrow in the finals, and good luck during the season.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you guys having us.
Please come again. So I got co-tournament directors, head coach, women's USF team, Peter Bartlett, and assistant head coach, women's tennis team, USF women's, Sean Dizon. So you guys have been with this tournament for pretty much the whole run of 14 years. What do you think of it in its 14th year now?
Well, I think it's grown. You know, it's grown to the point where now it's pretty undeniable that it has to be one of the best college tennis tournaments in the country. We would claim it's the best. And so every year I think we've come in and tried to make subtle changes and tried to improve it along the way. So I think now in its 14th year, you know, it's really been a polished machine. You know, all the pieces have come together and it really makes the event something special. So
I've been hearing from all the players and the coaches that they actually look forward to coming here every year. And this is kind of the gold standard in college tournaments now. What do you think of that?
Well, like I said, I think it's the only difference now is that it's a smaller draw, right? It's not one of these large college tournaments where you're serving everyone. So it's stayed and kept its integrity of this kind of smaller individual invitational tournament. And really what we do is we hand-pick those schools and we hand-pick the competition to really make sure that it really is the best. So, you know, I think we've set out and we set a goal originally of creating that, and I think we've really met that throughout the years. Yeah,
I guess I should have asked if you heard that from the players.
We have. You know, I think we have a lot of good press on it. I think every player that comes in after their victory or a coach that has been here for the first time, they really give us great testimony on it. And I think today some of the players that won kind of stated it very clearly that it's really one of the special events that they've ever played, really.
Coach Sean, did you realize that you were part of such a great college tournament?
You know, we've seen it since its inception in 2009 when we originally formed the Battle of the Bay Classic, where it started with 5 teams. And the whole goal was really for USF Tennis to kind of get themselves on the map, playing Stanford and Cal and some of the local schools. And, you know, some other schools, some bigger schools. I remember USC wanted in, and so we opened it up in 2010 to Battle in the Bay. And from there, it just caught fire. You know, I thought we had. I remember UCLA one year, and then Texas wanted in, and so a lot of big schools really wanted to participate. And then in 2016, we opened it up even more to a women's draw. And this year was by far the strongest field for the Battle in the Bay and the women's side. So.
All right. So in its 14 years, it's changed a lot. We went from just men's to adding women. What's next for Battle in the Bay next year?
That's a great question. You know, in the next couple weeks, we will sit down and it's going to be its 15th year. So we have talked about trying to do something new and different or special. So we're going to see in the next couple weeks exactly what we concoct as we kind of debrief and then brainstorm a bit of what's going to happen next year. So to be continued. We look forward to it.
What do you think, Coach Sean?
I think another wild card into a Grand Slam. That's our goal, right?
That would be huge. That would be huge. Great idea,
that might be
Sean.
A little too far, but you know,
right.
Maybe an ATP or a WTA event, possibly. So.
Well, the next Grand Slam after this is Australian, so
that might be a little too soon.
Yeah.
It's a little ambitious, but you know, we go big here. So.
Got to think big.
Got to think big. Yeah, at least Craig Tiley is a former collegiate coach, so hey, maybe we've got an in.
You never know. Keep growing, right? Guys, thank you so much.
Yep. Certainly.
Thank you.
All right. I got Erwin, maintenance director here at the California Tennis Club. How long and how many people and how stressed are you about getting this tournament up to speed?
It's a preparation of 1 month. 1 month preparation. And then, you know, people expecting about 200 to 300, 100 a day, something like that. So stress level is not that much. It's just part of the job. It's kind of good for the club since, you know, we bring so much history in this club. So it's a good tennis and everybody loves it.
All right. So 14 years, you were here 14 years ago when it first started, right? How much has it changed?
Oh, a lot. My goodness. The first tournament we have it's just like we don't really know what to do. And we don't even have scorecards. We don't even have, the technology and stuff. So it's just like we're all pitching in the dark. As we go on in the 14 years, everything changes. There's always a new thing every year until we were already fine-tuned how to do this tournament, and everything is smooth sailing.
So it got more efficient. You got more help maybe, and you kind of just know what to do now, right?
Kinda, yeah. But need help. Muscles, young muscles. 14 years, man. Added to my age, it's not that easy.
That's right. We're all 14 years older.
It's true. It's the physical work of this tournament is really intense, but the outcome of it, you could see the smile in the faces of the members watching really high-rated good tennis. It's unbelievable. It's beyond compare.
Well, thank you so much for your efforts over the past 14 years. Look forward to the 15th.
Yes. See you, BBC 2024.
All right, got head coach, University of California, Berkeley. Tell the fans what's your name.
Hey, fans. My name is Chris Quintal, the head coach currently at Cal Berkeley.
All right.
My player, Ethan Schiffman, freshman from San Diego.
Yeah.
Ethan Schiffman.
Yes.
Say your name.
My name's Ethan Schiffman from UC Berkeley.
Okay, there you go. All right. So how many years have you participated? I know you're at Cal now, but you participated with other schools.
Yeah, it's been exactly 10 years. I started with USC, I believe, 2013. So it's been 10 straight years. Yeah, it's been spectacular. This is my favorite tournament of the year. And, I mean, the organization is incredible, but the people that run it and the people you meet along the way are just second to none. So always a pleasure to be here.
That's what I was going to ask you. He already answered the question. So
that's what good coaches do. They can read your mind.
Uh-oh. I just need let's go. So how did your players do this year?
Good. We have a lot of freshmen, so it was all about getting matches in. But I thought everybody played well, and we had some good wins. Doubles semifinal, a little bit unlucky there, but didn't defend the title. Carlo won it 2 years in a row with Utah. Was unable to three-peat, but we'll be back strong next year. But we got a lot of matches in, a lot of victories. But especially for a coach, it's all about the little improvements. Are they doing what you're asking them to do in a real match scenario? So this is what the tournaments are for here. So, and have a little bit of fun and great food and good conversation. So very successful weekend.
All right. So how did you do?
I played the Battle of the Bay qualifier, and I got to the semifinals, beat the 1 seed. Unfortunately, I fell short, but I played a match today, lost 10-7 the breaker.
Are you one of the freshmen that he's talking about?
Yeah.
So you got a little improvement to do, right?
Yes, need to improve always, no matter what level I am. Always need to improve.
So what do you think of this guy as a coach?
He's a great coach. He always pushes us to get better. He always treats the players with the same, no matter what line they are. He always pushes us. He wants the best for us, and can't ask for a better coach.
They have no choice to answer the question differently. So, transfer portal. If the answer is wrong, just kidding. Obviously, jokes. People could take it seriously. Had a great qualifier for him, but not be the number 1 seed. Hold UTR point ahead of him, so that was a big accomplishment for him. But nevertheless, you got to prove it every single time you step on the court. There are different styles, different conditions. You got to be able to adjust as a freshman. So it's still a lot of work to do, and it's a fun, exciting job for us coaches. Nevertheless, a lot of work with 12 players. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to a good season next year and coming back as well here.
Perfect. I wish you guys luck in the season, and go Bears!
Go Bears! Thank you.
All right, so I got my buddy Abid here, club member, special member. This is actually Coach Bobber's brother from Lawn Tennis Club in Napa. So how's it feel to be Bobber's brother?
Feels amazing. All I know is from him. He's a legend. I'm just trying to, live up to the hype of that guy. He's the man. He's the legend.
All right. So how do you feel about this Battle in the Bay Classic? This is your second year, I believe.
Yeah, second year. I mean, I love tennis. I'm usually upset when I can't get on the court, but for this tournament, I'll skip tennis playing for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days because the level's incredible. All our membership loves having these high-level athletes here. The coaches love it. Everyone, all the ball kids who are members of the club, they have a fantastic time. I think it's such a great thing for the club, for the Bay Area, for San Francisco. We all are just treated to some amazing level of tennis, and I hope the players and the coaches have a great time. And thanks to you guys for all that you do, and go tennis spin.
All right. Do you think you could take a point off of these guys?
Ooh, I don't know about anymore. Maybe a few years ago.
All right. Thank you, Abid.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so I'm chilling with my new friends from University of Arizona Tennis here. I noticed you were literally taking a nap right where in my spot here, literally done, down for the count. How was that power nap?
Oh man, it was an amazing nap. These couches are so good. But yeah, it's been a long weekend, and so it was a much needed nap.
Yeah, no, these are actually brand new. So yes, I think these couches are literally 3 months old. So they have some, firmness to them still. What's your name?
Colton Smith.
Colton Smith, University of Arizona Tennis. What number do you play on the team?
Well, last year I kind of went between 1 and 2 on singles, and then played 2 doubles.
Nice. How'd you do at the Battle in the Bay Classic this year?
I did pretty well. I just lost in the semis today, but I got the wild card shootout, and then we are in the finals of doubles.
Nice. So this is your doubles partner over here?
Yes, it is.
All right. What's your name?
Herman Hoyralt.
All right. So did you play singles too?
I did. I lost first round against Osan, which is in the final, and then I'm in the consolation finals of singles, and then double finals with this guy tomorrow.
Wow. So we're still in tomorrow. What do we think for tomorrow?
I mean, I think we just got to come out with great energy. We're going to watch some motivational videos tonight, but we're just excited to be here.
What's your go-to motivational video?
Right now it's Swamp Kings.
Oh, yeah.
Swamp Kings?
Yep. Yeah, the Florida football documentary.
Oh, yes. I've seen that. Okay. How many times have you seen it?
Well, I showed him the show last night, so it's the first time for him, second time for me.
Yeah. So what about it gives you inspiration?
I mean, I think just seeing the team come together and work hard. But yeah, really just the success that comes with the hard work.
Got it. So guys, root on my boys, University of Arizona men's tennis, and watch
Swamp Kings.
There you go.
Thank
you guys.
Thank you.
All right, I got Coach Andrew Gu here. Coach Gu, you came in 2019. Have you heard of the Battle in the Bay Classic?
Yeah, I heard it many times over. It's always like a dream, especially for a college player, to be here. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance because played for Santa Clara. Didn't really fit in our schedule, unfortunately, so therefore I couldn't participate. But yeah, been just watching the tennis and just having a lot of the big programs here, it's rewarding. It's super rewarding to watch them play, and also, it's an honor to for them to be here as well, in my opinion, because it's such a high quality event. I mean, who doesn't want a wild card to an ATP event?
Right, that's right. The winner of the men's and the women's side gets an entry into a ATP or WTA event. True. That's what Coach Gu is talking about. Now, you got to play doubles against Rajiv Ram.
Yeah.
How did that look?
That was pretty fun. I mean, I played with them a few years back, and now I had to play against them, which was pretty intimidating, but I think it was really a lot of fun. I mean, he's just smooth. There's a reason why he's top 5 in the world at this point right now, and has won how many Grand Slams? 6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6 Grand Slams. So I mean, he's a hell of a player. He makes doubles look so easy. So, honestly, super an honor to play with him or against him.
What was the one thing that surprised you about his shots? Like you were like, oh, is there so much spin or so fast, or the positioning was so great, or the balls were just angled off in a crazy way?
I mean, it's just super simple. He keeps everything very simple, but it's the mundane things he does so well that really comes off. I mean, he makes it look so easy, but this ball speed is incredibly fast. I mean, it's just his timing and his movement on the court is incredible. Pretty much like we always try to teach most of the kids here, or the professional, or not the kids, but like our juniors and our adults here, is just like being smooth and, you know, practicing those simple things over and over and over really makes a difference. And he makes the simplest things that much more pronounced.
So you guys actually beat them. How did that feel?
I mean, it feels great. I don't know if he was trying or not, but like it feels great. But no, just playing against him really, you know, kind of make it, you get appreciation of it, because there's not a lot of opportunities you get to play against like a top 5 player like that in the world.
All right. Thank you, Coach Andrew Gu.
Oh, of course. Thank you, guys.
All right. So I got second-year ball boys, ball kids. What's your names?
Amias Tong.
Aaron Tong.
Isabel Tong.
So you are related?
Yep.
Were you nervous?
Not really.
Were you brave?
I guess.
Did you screw up?
No.
Good. How was your second year?
A little better than the first one.
Did you screw up the first time?
I think I did. I'm kidding.
Were you left holding the balls?
Huh?
Never mind. And then your second year, what'd you think?
I think it was great. Watching them play, it was great. Good experience. I want to be like them one day.
Ball's coming a lot faster than.
Yes, it's true. Really fast, like slapping balls.
Right?
Yes.
What was your most favorite part?
Rolling the balls.
Throwing the balls. Yours?
Watching them play.
Nice. Yours?
Watching them play.
All right. You heard it. They like watching. All right. Cal Club bookkeeper here and shawarma expert. How many shawarmas did we sell these 4 days?
Well, it's average like 200. It's today a little bit less because a lot of people already left.
Okay, so about 200 per day?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of shawarmas. How did you keep that in order?
Well, I have 2 assistants. They are really good, and I just tell the player and member follow the line and go to talk to the chef there.
So get in line and wait for your shawarma? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Thank you, Clara.
You're welcome.
All right, tournament director. Co-tournament director, because there's a lot of them, right, Coach?
Yes, there are.
But the main dude here, Coach Steve Jackson. 14th year, Battle in the Bay Classic. How do you feel, man?
Right now?
Yeah. You know, what do you think? It's just a regular old tournament at the club, you know?
I mean, the answer to that is I feel tired, but very pleased. The tournament was just a fantastic tournament. I thought the level of competition this year surpassed even my expectations, and I knew we had some of the best teams in the country coming. And just the quality of kids in the college tennis world right now. They're just such good kids. So it was just inspiring and just went really well. Smooth as I could have hoped in terms of the tournament on both sides of the desk.
What was your favorite part of it this year?
I think my favorite part of the tournament this year for me was basically having some NorCal players that I recognize as juniors participating. So having my son grow up in NorCal and playing NorCal tournaments, I get to know some of the other players along the way. So having Ronnie Homan from Michigan State, who Ryder, my son, played when he was 8 at Little Mo Nationals in Austin, Texas, and to see him 14 years later playing in Battle in the Bay was awesome. And then Connie Ma, our champion, a NorCal player who, was on our Maze Cup team when I was coaching. So I've known her since she was just a 12-year-old. So it was that to me personally, I had a real personal connection to the tournament beyond just running it.
Got it. What do you look forward to in, let's say, next year and the years to come? Like, how do you envision it?
I think we want to just keep improving. We have some ideas about expanding it. We have a partnership with UC Berkeley right now who does the qualifying. We might expand that and expand this tournament a little bit so that teams can bring more players, which is better than for their budget, almost like 2 draws, an A and a B draw, if you will. That's one idea. We thought about having the boys play with the girls in some mixed. Maybe have a fun mixed doubles aspect to the tournament. We've had some ideas just about creating more events around Battle in the Bay, maybe the taste of the battle, and invite some restaurateurs to come and share some of their food with our sponsors and our players and our members. So, I mean, we have some ideas. I don't know where we're going to go with them, but it's always going.
It's always grinding.
Yeah, it's always battling.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing. And we want to keep getting better, and we want to keep improving. So,
got it. Congratulations on another great year of Battle in the Bay.
Thank you very much, Harry, and thanks for doing what you do for tennis. You guys do a great job. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We look forward to the 15th year.
Yeah, that'll be a big year. We got to do something special for that one for sure.
All right. Thank you, Coach Steve.
All right, thanks. Sure.
All right, General Manager, California Tennis Club, hosting the Battle in the Bay Classic. Tim Odenweller in the house. This is your 14th year of hosting Battle in the Bay. How do you feel about that?
I'm really proud of the club, proud of the staff. It's been an amazing journey these 14 years, a lot of changes to the club. I'm really proud of how the tournament has grown into like a premier college tournament in the country, I think.
What did you think when this was proposed to you 14 years ago?
Well, I thought it was exciting. I mean, not being a tennis player, I knew I had a lot to learn, and it sounded like an exciting opportunity for the club. The biggest challenge was making sure that the members agreed with that assumption. So, no, I thought it was exciting.
And what happened?
Well, here we are.
14
years later, and I think the members have really embraced the tournament, and it wasn't always that way, but it is now, I think.
Well, thank you for your support of the tournament, and thank you for making it happen. You should be proud.
Well, I am proud of it, but I couldn't do it without a fantastic team, so got a lot to be grateful for.
All right, thank you, Tim Odenweller. All right, guys, so we're going to take you out with the USF Dons cheerleaders. What do we say, Don girls?